There are multiple A-listers that if things get deposed, the truth about Ryan and Blake is going to come out. What I'm hearing, it's not just Taylor Swift. The thought of Taylor Swift getting deposed is likely going to prompt them to want to settle immediately. Blake Lively's team is sweating bullets.
She is now seeking more proof and has filed subpoenas as evidence just this week. In addition to filing subpoenas with Baldoni and his associates for Justin's records, as well as his publicist Jennifer Abel, the Never with Teeth icon also slapped subpoenas to 3 phone carriers. It's because of her own words and actions against not only many individuals, but also a lot of businesses. About lying to collaborators, saying that she was happy to just be an actress, but she really wanted authorship, exposing the full web of individuals who were involved in this campaign against the Plantation Princess. Her own words and actions. The gloves are off, and I think it's time for Justin Baldoni to go there.
The rumor that Blake Lively may have played a startling part in Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's divorce, which already left fans in shock, is causing Hollywood to go crazy. Now, there are supposed voicemails and behind-the-scenes footage. Whispers implies that Blake might not have simply witnessed the better breakdown. Rather, she might have been the cause. Let that sink in. A-listers betrayed and kept secrets. Rendezvous is more than just another Hollywood scandal. It might lead to the demise of 3 of the most well-known celebrity companies, with J.Lo caught in the middle. Is Blake Lively truly the entitled mastermind that some are claiming her to be? Or is this just another instance of revenge-fueled rumors and smoke mirrors? Now let's examine the mess. It all began quietly, hardly making an impression on gossip sites. But then someone said that Blake Lively and Ben Affleck were seen together too frequently for comfort. Keep in mind that this wasn't the case during his marriage. Rather, the sightings began after his formal separation from J.Lo. But this is where things start to get murky. There are rumors that Blake and Ben's relationship began long before the divorce papers were signed. The internet went crazy when whispers of late-night calls, cryptic DMSs, and purported voicemails surfaced. According to some insiders, the audio sounded way too personal to be platonic, and suddenly timelines weren't adding up. People began looking into why Blake and Ben appeared at the same events, sometimes on the same night, without their spouse's knowledge or their carefully planned link-ups. Even though J.Lo and Ben had already called it quits, sources claim she is furious about this rumor because if Blake was involved with Ben before the divorce was finalized, it changes everything. Let's face it, J.Lo is accustomed to heartbreak, but this one feels particularly different. The story from We Drifted Apart to I Got Blindsided Again. According to various insiders, she was totally unaware of the alleged bond between Blake and Ben until mutual friends began sharing what they had allegedly witnessed. Many private dinners, late-night conversations, and an energy that didn't sit right. Apparently, someone close to J.Lo shared screenshots of messages between Ben and Blake that were way too flirtatious for 2 people supposedly just talking about creative projects. J.Lo claimed it felt like being publicly humiliated after the fact, as if the divorce wasn't enough, now that she's being portrayed as the naive ex while Blake plays it cute and innocent. This isn't just personal, it's professional. J.Lo's empire is built on self-assurance, self-control, and the appearance that she makes all the decisions. But this rumor, particularly if it spreads, destroys that perception. She's not just angry. She's apparently furious and retaliating in a way that could make news again if people start to think she was betrayed emotionally or otherwise. Blake Lively's brand is as polished as they come, devoted wife-loving mom online darling. But if these rumors are even partially accurate, people are now wondering if this is the real Blake, a woman who allegedly smiles for the cameras while slipping into someone else's broken marriage. Not to mention that she is married to Ryan Reynolds, Hollywood's most sardonic sweetheart. And yet rumors claim she was having an affair with Ben during the disintegrating stages of Benfer. To went to that timing Ray. Whether it's cheating rumors, addiction struggles, or awkward red carpet moments, Ben Affleck is always in the middle of a scandal. He's Hollywood's most accident-prone star, but this most recent rumor may be the worst yet. Because let's face it, if he did start dating Blake while he was still legally married to J.Lo, even emotionally. That's a whole new level of recklessness that plays into everything people already think about him. Impetuous, emotionally volatile, and unable to keep his personal life out of the headlines. The denial narrative isn't being helped by reports from many close to Ben that Blake was a consoling presence throughout the dissolution of his marriage, while others claim it's all rubbish. Okay, sure, this problem is dragging other celebrities down with it. According to sources close to the situation, Alex Rodriguez allegedly reached out to J.Lo to check in, and fans immediately read, "As told you so." Ryan Reynolds, meanwhile, is rumored to have been blindsided if he was unaware of Blake's alleged connection to Ben. That's a marital earthquake. Kim K, on the other hand, is said by online detectives to have accidentally liked the tweet, throwing shade at Blake coincidence. Celebrity circles are buzzing, group chats are popping off, and let's not pretend. When Jennifer Lopez learnt of Blake and Ben's purported relationship, she went completely crazy, not in a jealous sense, but rather out of a deeper sense of humiliation. Can you imagine being one of the most influential women in entertainment and learning that your ex-husband may have been emotionally involved with another A-lister before the divorce papers were even finalized? According to insiders, it was full body rather than simply yelling. When Fury's stylists were getting her ready for an event, they apparently heard a shouting match so loud that one aide left the room without warning and never returned. Phones were supposedly tossed, and a water bottle was thrown, but it didn't survive. According to one witness, J.Lo yelled something like, "She believes she's untouchable. Wait until I'm done with her." If that isn't a declaration of war, where can I find any evidence for that? Even assert that she shattered a mirror in a hotel suite and told everyone to leave right away. A publicist allegedly tried to comfort her, but she snapped, saying, "Don't tell me how to handle betrayal. I've lived through worse." Whether or not that actually occurred, the atmosphere is evident. J.Lo has finished being kind, but Blake Lively is reportedly in a panic and has been phoning her public relations staff. Allegedly, Nonstop conducted emergency Zoom conversations to talk about crisis communication tactics. Rumor has it that her PR is putting in extra hours to purge anything even somewhat dubious from previous media appearances or event timings. According to some sources, she even contacted a well-known gossip website to explain her position without going public. Of course, there is a serious concern that someone would release a fuzzy photo. A blurry hotel camera was used by paparazzi to capture anything that would visually put her in Ben, where the voicemails should have been considerably worse. Unverified rumors suggest that there are at least 2 voice notes, one purportedly from Blake and one from Ben, but neither has been leaked yet. However, the internet has receipts from Lower Drama, so if those recordings are authentic, it will only be a matter of time until Ben Affleck receives a total wild card. Some claim that he is withdrawing by hiding out in a private property outside of Los Angeles and not returning calls. Others claim he's already dating someone new, trying to distract from the Blake backlash by shifting the narrative entirely. There's even a rumor he asked his legal team what could happen if private messages were released. He's clearly sweating. Here's what's certain. His silence isn't helping with every day that goes by without a denial. The public leans further into believing the worst. And let's be honest, this is Ben Affleck. The man could be holding a latte and still look guilty. Let's talk aftermath, because this isn't just your standard Hollywood breakup story anymore. Ben and J.Lo might be legally divorced, but this Blake Lively twist, it's like a plot twist that retroactively brands the entire relationship. Suddenly, every red carpet from 2022 looks like a lie. Every smiling photo gets re-examined. Every awkward moment fans brushed off are reinterpreted as signs that something was already happening behind J.Lo's back. If Blake was emotionally entangled with Ben before the split, and that's what people are now. Whispering then, she's not just a rebound. In retrospect, she's a homewrecker. The quiet villain played it sweet while assisting in the breakup of one of Hollywood's most famous couples, and worst of all, she did it in silence. No confrontations, no public drama, just that passive-aggressive J.Lo has experienced emotional fallout from previous public breakups, but this one hurts in a new way. There is also a stillness that makes it tough to prove, but yet impossible to ignore. Having your ex linked to another aunt who works in the same circles is the type of betrayal that lingers with you. It's not pain, it's reputational harm. Insiders claims she's preparing a reaction, but she's not in a rush. It's not about Ben anymore. It's about trust, loyalty, and dignity. J.Lo is too intelligent for a messy Instagram tirade. Rumor has it that she is working on a documentary series that has been in storage since her Super Bowl days, and some of it may be altered as we speak. In one scene, a new voiceover suggests Beyoncé's Lemonade, but with more sequins and perhaps a direct jab. She might also release a new single, one of those anthems that go, "You think you broke me, but I own the ruins." Fans are already searching her social media accounts for clues. There are moments when silence says everything has been reposted, over 20,000 times, and Blake is in a no-win situation because speaking up could confirm the rumors. People will conclude she is guilty if she remains mute because they will see it as evidence of her calculated plan. She misinterpreted the situation, and this post's bottom line shows that she was not innocent if she believed she could get away. With pastel Instagram photos and Ryan Reynolds appearances, separation scandal is a complete second act, not just a footnote. And if there is even the slightest hint of hard evidence, one voicemail, one hotel receipt, one direct message. This turns from a rumor into a career-defining incident. With receipts, screenshots, and no compassion, Hollywood, brands, and fans are all watching. This is where we ended up. Does Jennifer Lopez have every right to be upset about what transpired after the fact that we may never know the whole truth but the pieces? Was Blake Lively merely a bystander in the beneficial implication? Or was Ben Affleck seeking comfort, prior to the divorce or playing both sides all along? Don't lie. Everything is going according to plan. The tension is too perfect, and in Hollywood, where there is smoke, a 5-part HBO documentary series is typically in the works. If even a small portion of this is true, Blake Lively's brand will never be the same. Ben's redemption arc is toast, and J.Lo, she might come out on top after all. Not because she won, but because she survived another brutal round of public betrayal. So tell me, do you feel Blake was just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or is she exactly who? Because if that voicemail leaks, a photo appears, or an assistant spills the tea by accident, we're not just talking scandal anymore. We're talking full-on Hollywood war. J.Lo believes she is the secret homewrecker who simply became careless.